Hey, so I'm in Joshua. This is like the book that I'm reading. So I was like curious about Joshua trees, right? Because I was like, oh, maybe they're named after the Bible. Apparently, Joshua trees aren't actually trees. They are succulents. So I thought that was pretty cool because like I love succulents. That's my favorite plant. Is just like I have one tattooed on me. Um, like they're just a cute little cactus looking succulent. So I was like, oh, that's cool. They're not actually a tree. They're a plant. There's 3 different classifications according to this video I'm watching. Um, of the yucca tree or of the Joshua tree. I'm gonna call it a yucca tree now. There's the ones that we find here in Arizona and Utah, and then that's the western, and then there's an eastern one, and then there's ones in Nevada. And then there's also a national park with Joshua trees called Joshua Tree National Park in California. So it's like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, apparently this guy named Joseph Ingalls, the one that named him, and he didn't name him Joshua Tree. I guess a group of Mormons, in order for them to move more, I guess, east is what he said. They are the ones that named it the Joshua Tree because they said the branches are like gangly like Joshua. Apparently it's the controversial though, so he goes by the actual like scientific name. But I was just curious because like I said, I'm in the book of Joshua and I was like, I wonder if they have like a correlation, but there's not really, other than like the Mormon text of why it's called the Joshua tree. But fun fact, I just thought it was cool and I was curious because like I said, I'm trying to like relate the Bible to outside things. So yeah. So we're in the book of Joshua. We got to remember that God chose Abraham, and then Abraham brought his people to Egypt, and then he hired Moses. Not hired, but he got Moses to get the people out of Egypt. And now Moses has passed away, and now he has Joseph as his prophet. There's 2 battles, one against Jericho and Ai, I guess is how you would say it. There's also a warrior that comes down and talks to Joshua, and Joshua asks, are you for us or for our enemies? And he says neither. So like with that being said, then that means that we can conclude that this is really like not really them versus the Canaanites, but more like God trying to like convince them to believe in him per se. You know what I mean? So like it's not really like just a battle against each other. It's more of a battle against each other, but whoever comes out believing will be saved. Jericho does not concede, does not believe in God. So after the 7th day, the walls come crashing down. There's also a song called Jericho. You look it up, and it says, I'm sure you guys know it, like the, hi, I'm from outer space. I got Jupiter in my veins. And then it says at the end of the song, Jericho crumble. It's a good song, but now it kind of makes more sense knowing where Jericho comes from in the Bible and then listening to that song. It makes a lot more sense now.